Here we go, guys. So, as you can see on the screen, 2K have finally announced the return of Heroes Lock-In, and it is so much more OP and more significant than anything I could have thought it was. Now, go back a couple of days, right? We did a video talking about, I couldn't really think of what it could be that would be worth it. We said they might have to create a player, and 2 days later they came up with the endgame concept, which to an extent is them creating players. The other thing we said is it's probably going to have to be a set of things, right? Because it was a mystery, not a mystery player. Both those things were correct. We were wrong a lot in that video, but both those things were correct. And look at what they've dropped, guys. The lock-in for the Return of Heroes mural is Endgame Dark Matter Wilt Chamberlain. Now today, we kind of lost our minds because we got Magic and Dirk. And I'm going to be honest, I don't really see a scenario where Wilt isn't better than Dirk. And one of the things we said in that video is they have to protect the 4,000 collector, because if they don't, people will stop doing it, which is a problem, and they'll piss off everyone who did it. So they updated that today so this could happen. So that's really good, and it doesn't mean 4,000 cards for Dirk isn't worth it, but Wilt is going to be better, guys. He's going to be a better card. And we don't even know what the outcome is. We don't know what 6 he's going to have. We know he's going to be an endgame card. Let's look at his best card so far. Dirk has a 7'3" wingspan. Wilt's is 8 foot, guys. It's one of the biggest wingspans in the game. And he's going to be at power forward. He's 7'1", which is the same height as Dirk, but, you know, with the wingspan, it's a game changer. He's going to have every HOF badge. Think about that for a second. Wilt is going to have Chef, Circus 3s, Blinders, Deadeye, Limitless, Spot Up. He's going to have every badge. Defensively, he's going to be unreal. And like I said, with that wingspan, he's going to be the best defensive card in the game. And it's not going to be close. He's going to have 99 everything on stats. And then this. This is where this gets interesting. And this is the thing now. Because the thing that people are going to do between today and tomorrow is play a game called Guess the Jump Shot, right? And they've said, with endgame cards, they're going to have the best SIGs in the game. And a jumper is a SIG. Well, it's an animation. So, there's only 3. There's only 3 it can be. If they want to say best in the game, there's a lot of good jumpers, right? There's 99, there's 98, there's Ray Allen. There's a lot of good jumpers. But there's 3 that are elite. Set shot 25, base 3, and Luca. Those are the 3 elite jump shots in this game. And guys, they've used 2 of them already today. So if it is really going to be elite, I mean, there is only 1 left that they haven't used. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be Luca's jumper. I don't want anyone to go out thinking that what I've just said is like facts. It's just an observation. It could be one of the other 2, and maybe they'll chuck a Ray Allen or something on it, and I still think it will be better than the other 2 that were released today. But he's going to have the SIGs. Let's look at the SIGs, guys. Let's look at these. These are the SIGs. Because Dirk and Magic got the same SIGs today, basically, right? The SIGs that matters were the same. So I'm assuming it's going to be the same. They might give him the Trey Escape, purely because a lot of people have reacted. I way prefer the Curry Escape. It's not as OP as last year, but I've literally been running Steph as my point guard for like 6 weeks because I know how to use it and I win games with it. So I hope they do actually stick with the Curry Escape, but they might give it the Trey Escape purely because the community have just been shouting on Twitter for 24 hours. Yeah, 24 hours that the Trey Escape is better. Yeah, so it's very possible. He's going to get good dunk packages as well. He's going to be absolutely broken. So now's the question. Now is the question. What do you do with these cards? Now, if you've got them, guys, it's endgame. Lock it in. There's going to be a better card than Wilt before the end of the year. Because we're going to get endgame Kareem. We're going to get endgame Yao. And all of that. But right now, I have not locked in a card since Thon Maker and 2K20. And I'm 100% going to lock this in. I kind of had nothing to lose here, right? Because if you actually look at the 14 cards that are available, let's forget the 2 that I got today. And I will talk about that in a second. The other 12, I've used 9 of them in the last 3 days. So I've been using these cards anyway, having fun with them and stuff like that. So it wasn't really a loss for me to be holding these cards. The only ones I haven't used are KG, Powell, and Anthony Davis. The rest I've all used to quite a significant extent. So I was never going to lose anything by holding these cards. But in no scenario did I expect that to happen. But guys, there's another thing. There is another thing. The HOF badges. Look at the agenda. So they've added this in, right? It's not only you're getting Wilt. You get this agenda, you score 100 points in multiplayers, and that's what, TTO, clutch time, whatever. You get 80 HOF badges. So now you've got the opportunity to turn a bunch of other cards into invincible cards. That's not what you can do. So you might, if you've already got the cards, make your money back on this. You might make your money back. Now, if you're going to go and pick up these cards now, you're going to have a rough time. Because they've just made this bigger than the collection reward. That's what they've done. Let me explain why. So you've got the cards, and if you want to argue Dirk's better, we haven't seen Wilt yet, so he might not be great, right? But I'm assuming he's going to be better than Dirk. Either way, they're both incredible cards. Top 2 cards in the game. That's what they'll be. So not a huge difference there, but this is slightly better. You get the 80 HOF badges. Exactly the same, right? Then you get this. You get 1,000 tokens, which doesn't seem like a big deal. And it isn't a big deal. Like, I got Anton and Oscar on the first day of the season. I used 2,000 tokens. I had 4 tokens left. I'm now nearly at 1,000 tokens again, so they're very easy to get. But it will guarantee you a card from next season in the token market. And it could be an Invincible or an endgame card. It just guarantees you that card. So you're effectively getting another card free with this card. We just don't know what it is yet. And then you've got a refill pack as well, which again is just an additional thing. So even though it's not an amazing thing, it's still extra. So I kind of said that the one thing that 2K had to avoid was diminishing the 4,000 card collector reward, because then everyone will just stop doing it and they'll go for this. Obviously, if you have both, that's still a good result. But actually, I would still run Taco at center over both of these cards. So I don't know if you do want both. I mean, obviously one can run off the bench, but you know, unless you're sweating unlimited, it's not going to have a huge amount of value to you. Yeah, I mean, this is the biggest lock-in reward probably 2K have ever done. You're going to get a perfect Wilt Chamberlain, and I cannot stop thinking about what the hell that jump shot's going to be. Like, what is that jumper going to be? Can you imagine, guys? Can you imagine? Just imagine for a second they gave him Luka's jump shot. It's GG's. It's GG's. I'm trying to think. I can't think of what other jumpers are at that level. There isn't any. There's 3. There is just 3. And it goes Luka, to me, set shot 25, then base 3. And like I said, they've used the other 2, and they will save the best thing for lock-ins. They always do. So it really could be that. It really could be that. But this whole endgame situation is just... I love it. Bring it on, by the way. I'm not complaining. Like, this is awesome. It's the middle of June. Next game's out in a couple of months. Go crazy. Open the floodgates. Make each card outdate the last card within 3 days. I don't care. Like, I'm here for it. Let's go. We've had our fun this year. The pacing's been absolutely incredible. Now's the time for them to just drop some absolute madness, and they're going to do it. But yeah, like, if you haven't got the cards, because there's a gatekeeper in here somewhere. We just don't know who it is yet. There might be a few. I would say confidently that the good cards, like the better cards, so Giannis, MJ, Kareem, they will go up anyway, because they've got kind of dual purpose, right? Because you'll use them and they'll help you lock in for another card. KD probably as well. But it's going to come down to which of these is the rarest. I think KG's pretty rare. I am tempted to go and buy a bunch of these right now. It's probably already too late. Just to show you as well how close I was to completely selling here. Let me just go to my my Twitter. Look at this. So I posted this an hour ago. So they announced this 44 minutes ago. So 15 minutes later, I just picked up Bill Russell and Tim Duncan. 15 minutes before. I don't even want to look at the auction house to see what might have happened. But this is insane, guys. This is insane. This is going to be arguably the best card we've ever seen in 2K. On, like, being announced on the same day as the best card we've ever seen in 2K, which was Dirk. My mind is blown. I'm stunned. I mean, this is just unbelievable. And those agendas are kind of fun as well. I'm going to try and do them all online. But yeah, I don't know what's going to come of Tuesday. I mean, the card that's going to drop, if that's the gatekeeper, it's going to be really annoying. But they are swish packs, guys. Remember those swish packs? So you've got the guaranteed one. So generally what will happen with swish packs is they'll get pulled way more than regular packs. Because people just pull the guaranteed ones. And if there's going to be a card in there worth, you know, 500 to 1,000 million MT, everyone's going to pull the guaranteed packs for 50k MT, and people will drop VC on them as well. So I feel like the card that comes out on Tuesday is unlikely to be the Gatekeeper. It's probably going to be one of these, and it's going to be the one that's probably the most rare at this point. Like I said, the standard cards will go up. Giannis, Kareem, Jordan, LeBron. They're probably all safe bets. KD to pick up and then sell on for more. But I think it's going to be someone like KG, maybe Wade. It's just going to be one of the earlier ones that's a little bit outdated and not very popular. But people are not going to let these go, so they're going to become more and more rare. As more and more people lock them in, the older versions, the ones that aren't available in packs right now, will get more and more rare. But yeah, guys, my mind is blown. This is insanity. I can't wait to use this card. I was gutted that I couldn't use Dirk. I was gutted, but I don't care now. Thanks, 2K. I appreciate it. That's the video, guys. Until next time, thanks for watching.